Hey guys, it's Sam Wilson, your friend in real estate with Today in Denver Real Estate. And today's topic for buyers is more on the $8,000 first-time homebuyer tax credit. In a previous video, I've given you the highlights of the program, who qualifies, how to qualify, and how it works. Well, I've had a ton of questions since then, so I've prepared a report called My Top 20 Questions about the $8,000 first-time homebuyer tax credit. And what I thought I would do today is read you the 5 most common questions that I get out of this 20 question report and give you some of those answers. But before I get to the report, I want to let you know you can order the entire report and more information about the program by calling me, emailing me, or visiting my website, whatever's easier for you. To call me, 303-526-2606. To email me, sam@homesam.com. And to visit my website, you can visit easydenverhomesearch.com. That's easydenverhomesearch.com, where you can also search for listings 24 hours a day for free and sign up for my automatic email service so you don't miss any of the good new listings. So let me get right to it. Out of my 20 question report, here's the 5 that I seem to be getting most commonly. Number 1, who is eligible for the tax credit and what's the definition of a first-time home buyer? Well, the answer to the first part of that is any first-time home buyer. Now, who qualifies for that and what's the definition? That's anyone who has not purchased a home in the past 3 years. Another question on that topic that I get a lot is, well, only my spouse is on the title of our current home. Can I qualify to purchase the next home as a first-time buyer? Unfortunately, the answer is no. This is a pretty clear-cut rule that they've determined where both you and your spouse have to be first-time buyers. So if you're married and only one of the persons is on the title, then you will not qualify if you've owned that home within the past 3 years. Question number 2. I purchased a home in early 2009 and I already filed for the $7,500 tax credit that you might remember was enacted by Congress last year. How can I claim the $8,000 tax credit instead? Well, this is great news because home buyers in that situation can in fact file an amended tax return with a form called the 1040X. Now, I can't give tax advice, so you're going to want to contact your tax professional or just go read about it on irs.gov. And you can, in fact, get this more beneficial credit if you'd like to amend your tax return. Question number 3. Is a tax credit the same as a tax deduction? Again, I can't give legal or tax advice on this, but the simple answer is no. A tax credit is a dollar for dollar reduction in what a taxpayer owes. That means that a taxpayer who owes $8,000 in income taxes and who receives an $8,000 tax credit would owe nothing to the IRS, as opposed to a tax deduction, which is subtracted from the amount of income that is taxed. Again, please consult your tax professional because I really can't give tax advice, and the answer to this is fairly long and a little bit complicated, but it's important that you know the distinction and the benefit of the $8,000 first-time homebuyer tax credit, which in my opinion is more beneficial. Question number 4. If I'm qualified for the tax credit and buy a home in 2009, can I apply the tax credit against my 2008 tax returns? I get this question a lot because most of us have already filed our 08 returns and would like to take advantage of the credit. So here's the easy answer: yes. This is great news. Yes, you can. The law allows taxpayers to elect and treat the qualified home purchase in 2009 as if you purchased it by December 31st, 2008. Now, again, there's more calculations that have to be done by your tax professional, and there's an amended tax return that has to be filed if you've already filed for 2008. So seek advice from your tax professional or your tax software or on irs.gov, and you'll get the more complete answer to that. I also have more information about it here in my free report. But the good news is, yes, there actually is a way to claim it on your 2008 taxes. Question number 5, and the last most common one that I received. How is the homebuyer tax credit different from the tax credit that Congress passed in 2008? Well, the great news here is the most significant difference is that this tax credit does not have to be repaid. That's right, it does not have to be repaid. Again, too much to go into in today's video, but the only caveat to this is that you have to own the house for 3 years. So if you sell the house within the 3-year period, there is a repayment of the credit. So that's it for today. Again, if you'd like the complete report, the top 20 questions about the first-time homebuyer tax credit, call, email, or visit my website today. Thank you.